What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. Welcome. It's an absolute pleasure to have you guys here on this hump day. Everybody, we are live in Las Vegas from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and now live in Chicago, Illinois from 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. CST. Oh, yeah. For those who are tuning in, I see we have my friend right here saying, let's go, Jamie. Yes. We got Talbinator, we got Ela, we got D-Stone. It's an absolute pleasure to have you guys here. Yes, welcome in, Christine. Welcome. It's an absolute pleasure to have you guys here. So on this show rundown for today, we're going to go over the daily news, and then we're going to have a conversation on, is it okay to end a friendship? Yes, we're going to have that conversation because a lot of people apparently don't know that it's okay to call it quits. All right, let's get into some daily news. Now, y'all, police were called to Cardi B and Offset's house after unsolicited journalists popped up to film their Atlanta property. Take a listen to the back and forth verbal altercation this journalist had with the police officer. Let's discuss, do you think what this journalist did was okay and in his career field to do so?
Just trying to get this gentleman to keep it moving on. He's kind of antagonizing the property owners.
I didn't antagonize anybody.
Anything, but we just asked him if he would just keep moving because he's filming, and trying to keep the private property.
Okay, obviously it's not against law to film.
Right.
And he has every right to film.
Right.
Now, you are in the roadway, which is against the law. And if you don't live around here, you're loitering and prowling. Are you local?
I'm working on a story. I don't answer questions. I'm a journalist. As you can see, this is probably not.
I don't. Do you have any journalist
credentials? You have a card on you by chance?
Do you have any journalist credentials?
Oh, I got them.
Okay,
but the First Amendment allows me to walk down a public street.
It sure
As
does.
a matter of fact, I never said a word to anybody.
Okay.
I was quiet.
Okay.
They started engaging me.
Okay. Well, I'm fine with that. But you just said you're a journalist, so I'd like to see some kind of credentials to show you're a journalist.
Well, I don't need to provide that.
Well, you just said you're a journalist.
I am.
Well, I'm a space astronaut.
I don't have to show you credentials. I have a First Amendment right to walk down the street and record.
Now, First Amendment right is not to walk down the street. First Amendment is freedom of speech, sir.
And it's also freedom of press.
That is the Third Amendment. Second
Third Amendment is no soldiers in the home.
Now, Second Amendment is
the right to bear arms.
Okay, so I'm not going to get in a debate about amendments with you, and you have every right.
There's 5 elements to the First Amendment.
You have every right. Clear, you're right.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech,
religion,
freedom of assembly, freedom of. You're right.
Well, I do this.
Apologies. So,
if anything, you should get the guy that lives here. He
I'm
came
not-
out and
I'm not-
smacked my camera for me. It's on camera. I stood there and he hit my camera.
You want to show me that?
Well, I don't want to rewind it right now because I don't want to press charges. But I'm just saying.
I can't. If you don't have.
I'm not trying to press charges.
Well, you just told me he smacked you. You just told me he smacked your camera. You don't want to show me smacked your camera.
I'm not trying to pursue it.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, if I was trying to pursue it, I would show you.
Okay.
But I'm not trying to pursue it.
Fair enough.
But I'm saying the only crime that was committed was him coming out and hitting my camera.
Okay.
I didn't commit a crime. I never stepped on their property. I didn't say nothing.
I understand you didn't. I understand you didn't. You understand their position, though, right? Correct. I mean, let's all aside. We all have a job to do, right?
Right.
So they're hired by, obviously, you know who lives here, and they're.
I know.
So you're just out here just randomly filming.
I know that it's somebody famous, but I don't know the dude's.
That's a bull-faced lie.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I know one person, but I don't know who that guy is.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly,
but you know who lives here.
I even told him that.
You know who lives here, and you're purposely out here filming them.
But listen, people do Hollywood tours, drive by people's houses and film and take pictures.
Hollywood tours to Sandy Springs, sir.
I understand, but I'm giving you an example.
I'm giving you an example that it's a Sandy Springs.
I'm saying it's the same.
And
famous people go by.
Clear.
They take pictures of the house.
But you understand.
Out in public, take pictures.
You understand.
It's part of the
You understand that they have a job to do, right? They're hired and they have a job to do.
I understand.
Right, and if they don't, right. So that's what I'm saying is like. Respect the fact that they have a job to do,
right? Just
like you have a profession to do,
right?
And I think I've treated you with nothing but respect since I got.
Listen, the biggest thing that had me cackling was the police officer said, "This is Sandy Springs. This is not LA. You're talking about doing Hollywood tours, and this is not LA. This is Sandy Springs." But even still, I've even felt like living in LA myself, Hollywood tours is so weird. I don't know if you guys agree or not. Let me know in the chat. I do acknowledge comments on the YouTube, on the Instagram, and more. Let me know if you guys agree with me or not, because I personally believe that celebrities, artists, musicians, actors, writers, producers, whoever they may be, who has a lot of money, who has a lot of notoriety, who has a lot of exposure in the media, are just people doing their job. That does not mean you need to have every piece of access to that person's life. I think it's so weird doing a Hollywood tour of somebody's home. You know how weird it is to be able to just see your house on Google Maps? What's up, Tay? I see you. But that's how I feel. Like, I don't like, actually on Google Maps, you can blur out your house now. Like, Google Maps does not have the right to show your house without your consent. So if you go to Google Maps, you can actually sign a form where they have to blur your house out. And I'm for that. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I use Google Maps to kind of, do my private investigative work. But regardless, I still don't think it's okay to have people's lives on Front Street like that. Just because they're celebrity and just because they're in the media doing their job does not mean every piece of their life has to be in the media. And I'm the biggest supporter of leave me, my family, and my belongings, whether it's my house, my car, whatever it has, unless I show it to you out of the media. Unless I go on MTV Cribs, unless I show you guys my new cars, unless I put a post on social media, stay away from my house, stay away from my cars, stay away from my kids. I mean, Honey says she agrees. That's weird. Kara says it's scary. That's how I feel. I don't feel entitled to have access to these people's lives. I don't know them. When they go through stuff, because I'm a human, I feel bad for other humans, but I could care less for real. I don't know them. Just how people don't know me as a morning radio personality and could care less about what I'm talking about, could care less about where I live, could care less about what I'm going through. And that's totally fine because people who are listening, y'all know me, but the people outside of this don't know me. That's fine. So I don't know. The journalist, in my opinion, as a fellow journalist with a master's degree in broadcast journalism from the University of Maryland, College Park, I personally believe that journalist was in the wrong. Just because you're a paparazzi, just because you're a TMZ, just because you're a journalist, does not mean you get to invade someone's privacy. Period. I don't condone that. I just don't, unless you ask that person for consent. Now, if you're walking along public property and you happen to know where somebody lives and you snap a quick picture, is that still right? No, but you can do that. And I can understand where the journalist is coming from saying, well, I have a right to be here. I'm on public property, and so on and so forth. But you also can't get upset how somebody responds to you being on public property, evading their private property. That's just how I feel. Let me know if y'all agree or disagree. You're more than welcome to comment live on the YouTube or the Instagram, or call in at 702-221-7283 because this is a real live morning radio show. Again, that's 702-221-7283. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to have more daily news. Everybody, this is the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST in Las Vegas, Nevada, and now 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. CST in Chicago, Illinois. Woo! All right, y'all, stick around. It's the Jaime Dee Show.
World Premium CBD offers full and broad-spectrum CBD oil, extracts, and capsules, which are designed to help you feel your best. Their products are sourced from the best organic hemp and natural ingredients on the market and are tested for quality, purity, and potency. They have a full range of items from health and wellness to beauty to pets. Call 725-205-9223. Visit online at zinworld.com or stop by their location at 9895 South Maryland Parkway and Silverado Range Parkway. Mention KSHP for 10% off in store or use code KSHP online for 15% off.
Is your dog suffering from a sensitive stomach? Hi, it's Kelly the Cookie Lady from Mooch's Munchies. Our dogs had super sensitive tummies, and I needed to find a low-fat treat that wouldn't give them gas or other issues. Most of the treats on the market were loaded with fillers, chemicals, and chicken fat. Many of them weren't even food. Well, I knew I could do better, so I developed Mooch's Munchies, and I'm happy to be able to share them with you. Stop by our store or our website, moochesmunchies.com, and find out why we say that Mooch's Munchies are totally awesome.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST in Las Vegas, Nevada, and now 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. CST in Chicago, Illinois. Woo! Yes, everybody, I'm live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show, and now live on Instagram at It's Jaime Dee. If you guys comment while I'm live, I will acknowledge your comments, and you're always welcome to call in at 702-221-7283 to have a conversation with me on my live morning radio show. But make sure when you're calling in to talk about the topics we're currently talking about. All right, so let's get into some more daily news. I just got done talking about the Cardi B situation. And on top of that, I want to add this. That journalist said he didn't know who lived there. You know damn well it was Cardi B and Offset who lived there. If you're just not going to talk to police, just don't talk to the police. Either you give up the information or you don't. You don't. Figure it out, all right? So Spiritual Word posted that in contrast to the baby boomers who are content with a significantly reduced annual income of $124,000, millennials believe they require an outstanding $525,000 to attain happiness, according to the survey. I'm going to say this, and do. That's the minimum, and do. Concerns arise regarding the manner in which generational differences impact perspectives on contentment and financial security. An investigation into the financial ambitions and levels of satisfaction of more than 10,000 participants spanning different age cohorts in the United States were undertaken by a reputable research organization. The financial expectations of millennials seem to be more elevated, given that they have been raised during a period characterized by economic instability and escalating expenses of living. Yeah, things are way more expensive than they were for baby boomers. I don't know why y'all would think we'd want the same amount of money as baby boomers. They were paying $700 for rent. We paying almost $3,000. What you think we want that little amount of money for? Student loan indebtedness, the exorbitant expense of home ownership, and the imperative to attain financial stability in a swiftly evolving labor market are all contributing elements to the current generation's yearning for a significant income. Duh. And the aspect of us wanting to just live regular lives. I mean, who's just trying to pay all this rent and pay for like life? I want to be able to enjoy life. I want the nice things out of life. You think I just want to be able to have enough money to pay to survive? I don't know who they thought I was, but I'm not the 1, 2, or 3. And even if you add it all up, it still ain't me. Baby boomers, on the other hand, appear to have a more perspective on wealth and contentment, having reached adulthood during a distinct economic era. Who cares what they reached? Their opinion is not realistic because they lived during their time. This is our time now. Perhaps a greater degree of financial stability was achievable during their working years, which contributed to their lower financial threshold for contentment. And I completely agree. Let me know if you guys agree in the comments or agree on this situation in general by calling in at 702-221-7283, because I personally believe that I need more money. We need more money. And even the baby boomers need more money. Yeah, there are a lot of baby boomers right now who own their house, but life is still expensive. Things are still expensive. I don't know about y'all, but I'm an expensive person. And actually, what I look at on my bank statements is that I spend most of my money on food. And food is expensive. So I need my coins today, tomorrow, and next week because life is expensive, period. I'm just going to say what it is. Now, look, let's get into the next story because I swear my mind does not work how other people's minds work, because I'll be like, how do y'all come up with these things? There's a new scam where restaurants are using dating apps to lure people into their establishments by making them think they're actually going on a date with a real person, only to be stood up by a fake profile they are using in hopes to get this person to come in for a drink and a meal since they were already stood up on their date. Now, to me, this is insane. They're literally creating a fake profile with a real picture, acting as a man or a woman, seeking other men and women, asking them out on dates to their specific restaurant. And then when that person gets there, the establishment either blocks them, unmatches, or deletes their profile and tries to get them to stay in their restaurant to spend money. But I told you, I was like, ain't no way. Because when I found this out, I was like, I wonder how they feel. Because I know if this was me, the way I would go right back into that establishment and ask for the owner and curse out every single person involved, absolutely not. And I want a refund, and I'm suing. Take a listen to this report, y'all.
Not the restaurants out here scamming.
Met this guy on a dating app, and he immediately asked me out on a date to a specific restaurant. He confirmed day of. I get to the restaurant and see that he's nowhere to be found. So I reach out, no response. I check the app and notice that he unmatched me. At that point, I was a little confused and I was kind of pissed because I was already dressed and I got all the way there. And because I had put in so much effort, I thought I might as well just have a meal while I am in the building. And it wasn't until I got home when I was scrolling Facebook and I saw a very similar story from a girl at that same restaurant who also got stood up. She found out that there are restaurants now posing as people on dating apps just so you go to their business. And once you get stood up, they know that probably 9 times out of 10 that you're going to buy something from them. And that just blew my mind.
So she had posted 2 screenshots in that video, and this is the first one. The person said, don't waste your time with this one, ladies. Talk about this guy by the name of Antonio, which we believe is a bot. You can pause to read it, but in a nutshell, he told her that he had to cancel the first time. And then the second time, he told her to go to this specific restaurant. She goes, he doesn't show up. So she stays and has dinner and a drink. And then that's when they went further down the rabbit hole to find out this restaurant actually had partnered up with some bot app to create fake bots on dating apps to lure women and probably men into the restaurants so that when they get stood up, there's a high likely chance that they're just going to stay and eat. Because why else were you going to dinner, right? But y'all, it's not new. It's actually a phenomenon. And it was first found out that it was occurring in India or the Delhi area. And this guy by the name of Archet Gupta, and I hope I'm saying his name right, had posted this story time on Twitter literally just like a week ago, and basically said that he had got stood up at this restaurant by this quote unquote girl, which he believes is a bot. And he ended up paying like 15,000 rupees or whatever that converts to in US dollars. But yeah, he got stood up and then he realized this is a bot, but there's a name for it. They're called food diggers. And it's restaurants that partner with bot apps, right? So the restaurants create these bots across all the dating sites, all of them, Tinder, Bumble, and Hinge, and they create these fake, y'all, this is insane. Like I knew restaurants had it down bad, right? When nobody was going to Cheesecake Factory, but this is something else. And you can pause to read this, but apparently it has been happening all over Reddit, all over Twitter. Like now it's made its way here to TikTok. And if you go to r/India, the entire thread is a bunch of men and women being basically scammed by a bunch of food diggers across India. And now it's made its way to the US. Y'all be safe out there because these restaurants are getting dirty.
Man, when I tell you, after watching this video, I gasped like, there's no way. There's no way. Okay, so y'all know me. I love all people. But when they were saying that this was happening in India, I had to cackle. Because look, come on now. Come on. I'm not saying that we should place stereotypes on people, but certain stereotypes are there for a reason. And we know oftentimes when we get those scam calls, I'm not going to do an accent because they're not going to drag me. It'd be Indian accents. So when she told me they were doing this in India, I was like, but then it came to the US and I'm sitting here just like, ain't no way. Y'all are really out here restaurant catfishing. Like y'all are literally creating fake profiles, acting as if you're somebody else, luring people into your establishments and getting them to spend money. I personally believe that everybody involved needs to get fired and sued. I don't care. Like that's like, you know how cops aren't allowed to like set up a ploy to get to arrest you? What's that called? Like false imprisonment, or I forgot what it's called. I'm gonna Google it. What is it called? What is it called when police set you up? It's called what? Entrapment. There we go. I'm glad that I have a computer in front of me. I feel like there should be like a law against it. Like that's entrapment. I mean, of course, I'm not trapped in your restaurant, but you tricked me. And then you took my money. Like, it's one thing to like, I'm not saying this is good, but like, it's one thing to trick me and then give me a drink on the house and then I'll order some food. But you tricked me out of my money. And y'all not, I've been stood up before. And I'm going to tell you, it hurts. It is so uncomfortable. Granted, my stand-up wasn't because they didn't want to be with me. They actually got into a car accident, so that was totally okay. But I didn't know that until like hours later when they were like, hey, I'm so sorry. I got into a car accident. Here's pictures. Had to go on the ambulance. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're okay. But waiting to figure out why I wasn't hearing from that person was torture. Like, what the hell? Like, we just spent all this time talking and getting to know each other. I thought everything was great. And then now you're gone. That hurts. So imagine how these people feel when this person is literally nowhere to be found. That's insane. Shame on y'all. Shame on y'all. I hope y'all get exactly what y'all deserve because that's messed up. All right, y'all, we're going to take a quick break. And we come back, we're going to have a conversation on, is it okay to end a friendship? And if so, when should you end said friendship? I don't want you guys to go anywhere because this is the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. And also now live from 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. CST in Chicago, Illinois. Woo, 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 woo. I'm back home, y'all. All right, stay there. I'll be right back.
Hungry for the best barbecue in Las Vegas? Come out to the infamous barbecue and meat market, John Mole's Meats and Roadkill Grill in Las Vegas. John Mole's was featured on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Now take home delicious meat selections for your grill, and while you're there, grab a bite of the best barbecue in Las Vegas. With 2 locations now at Tom and Gowan or on North Decatur, you're sure to find the perfect meats for your next barbecue or party. Find us online at johnmolemeats.com.
At AR Heating and Air Conditioning, our main goal is to provide high-quality service without breaking the bank. From maintaining your HVAC units to fixing them when they are down, they are there for you. AR Heating and Air Conditioning offer reasonable prices, reliability, and professional service at a great value. For more information, go to fixmyac.net or call 702-646-4000. Beat the heat and call AR Heating and Air Conditioning today.
Welcome to Hash House A Go-Go, where we've been serving farm food and crafted cocktails for over 2 decades. Visit us for the full Hash House experience at any of our 5 Las Vegas locations. Hash House A Go-Go is where old school meets new and gets twisted. We bring people together over good food and fun. Come in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and come hungry because our portions are huge. Visit us online to see our entire menu at hashhouseagogo.com. Hash House A Go-Go. It's a Midwest thing, and there's nothing else like it.
Zen World Premium CBD offers full and broad spectrum CBD oil, extracts, and capsules, which are designed to help you feel your best. Their products are sourced from the best organic hemp and natural ingredients on the market and are tested for quality, purity, and potency. They have a full range of items from health and wellness to beauty to pets. Call 725-205-9223. Visit online at zenworld.com or stop by their location at 9895 South Maryland Parkway and Silverado Ranch Parkway. Mention KSHP for 10% off in store or use code KSHP online for 15% off.
Is your dog suffering from a sensitive stomach? Hi, it's Kelly the Cookie Lady from Mooch's Munchies. Our dogs had super sensitive tummies, and I needed to find a low-fat treat that wouldn't give them gas or other issues. Most of the treats on the market were loaded with fillers, chemicals, and chicken fat. Many of them weren't even food. Well, I knew I could do better, so I developed Mooch's Munchies, and I'm happy to be able to share them with you. Stop by our store or our website, moochesmunchies.com, and find out why we say that Mooch's Munchies are totally awesome.
Hungry for the best barbecue in Las Vegas? Come out to the infamous barbecue and meat market, John Mole's Meat and Roadkill Grill in Las Vegas. John Mole's was featured on the Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Now take home delicious meat selections for your grill, and while you're there, grab a bite of the best barbecue in Las Vegas. With 2 locations now at Tom and Gowan or on North Decatur, you're sure to find the perfect meats for your next barbecue or party. Find us online at johnmolemeats.com.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live in Chicago from 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. CST. It's an absolute pleasure to have you guys here. We're also live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at The Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. It's an absolute pleasure to have y'all here. Look, we're going to have some calls call in just a second. I'm going to get to you guys in a bit. I want to have a conversation real quick about when you should end a friendship, and is it okay to do so? And then I'll get to the callers, okay? All right, let's talk about this, because if you're just now tuning in, I already went over some daily news. And now we're going to have a conversation on, is it okay to end a friendship? As I've gotten older, I've come to realize that life gets harder in many different areas. You face new challenges that you probably never thought you'd face. For example, friendship breakups. People oftentimes talk about breaking up with their boyfriends or girlfriends and moving on completely. We see it in movies and in real life all the time. However, what we don't see and hear about is full-on friendship breakups. Let me know if you guys agree or if you disagree, because I don't ever really hear about them. While there has been coming-of-age movies where friendships may die down for a bit, they always come back. We also hear and see that when people stop being friends, it's kind of on a hush-hush, and even they usually get back together. Again, this is what I've seen in my own life. I don't know if you guys have seen something different, but let me know, because this is what I've seen. Now, for those who are live on the YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook, and also Instagram right now, let me know your comments, because I do acknowledge comments live on air. Personally, for me, I feel like friendship breakups can be some of the hardest breakups. I'm one of those people who may call everyone friend because that's a part of my brand, but there are really only a handful of people who I generally consider friends for real. I categorize those people as best friends. To me, best friends are the family you get to choose. So I truly see them as near and dear to me. I treat my best friends with extreme love and care. I'm the type of person that will call you often, ask to hang out often, share deep secrets, ask extremely personal questions. You can ask anybody who knows me. I'm going to ask questions. I want to know about you. I'm going to be all up in your business. I'm going to be doing that to get to know you, because I try to get to know those I love and care about. And because I truly do love hard, I do those things. And my friends / best friends are not just placeholders until I get a significant other. They are people I look to bring into every facet of my life because I truly love them. Let me know if you guys agree or not. I know there's people out there who don't feel the same way about their friends, best friends, but that's how I feel. I don't treat my friends and best friends like items that I use whenever I need them for something. I actually nurture my friendships. That is why if something ever happened between me and my best friends, I would actually be hurt. And you can ask anybody who knows me, if I'm talking to somebody as a friend and we're close in that manner and something happens, I'm definitely going to be like, hey, what's going on? Can we fix this? I feel this way. I'm not sure if you feel this way. I'm not sure what's going on, but let's have this conversation. You can literally ask anybody who's been friends with me. I will not beat around the bush. I may wait a little bit to see, like, am I tripping? Am I in my feelings? But I'm always going to come back and be like, can we have this conversation? Now, again, I treat my friends like family. So if something ever happens, we're gonna have a conversation. And unless something extreme happens, I would do everything in my power to repair a friendship that I truly care about. That is why I've always hated when people got a significant other and acted like no one else in the world matters. I don't know if you guys have dealt with this before, but I definitely have, where I had a friend or a close friend or a best friend who, like, we are like this, like we are tight, like we're tight. And the second they find a bae, it's like you don't even matter. They stop calling you, they stop hanging out with you, you don't see them no more. Sometimes because that bae is controlling, but other times because that's how they feel. Like they really feel like friends are not as necessary as significant others. And I don't see it that way, because when you get a significant other, it shouldn't be like that. And people completely shut you off as a friend because they apparently have all they need. I find that super dumb, because what are you going to do when your significant other pisses you off and needs to vent? What are you going to do when something great happens to you because of your significant other and you want to share with somebody else? What are you going to do when you feel lonely because your significant other has plans and goes to hang out with their other friends? Huh? I'll wait. I can't wait too long because this is a live morning radio show and I can't have no dead air, but I'm waiting. I want to know, what are you going to do? And listen, we're going to get into that, Charmaine. We're going to get into that. We're talking about this because there's a story that brought this whole situation up. I want to know, when you stop being my friend for your significant other, what are you going to do when you need me? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. I just never understood that. Why cut somebody off because you found a bae? Make it make sense. Because if you ever do that to me, don't think I'll still be here when y'all break up. Don't think I'll still be here when times get tough. Because if you showed me from the jump that you don't actually care about me enough to keep me around when you have somebody more important, nope. You can keep it. Keep that friendship. Keep that sad relationship you got. Keep that trash boyfriend or girlfriend that you decided to relationship with, and have this all you need. You don't need me no more. You stay exactly where you're at because you got what you needed. And that's how I feel. You can tell me if I'm being sensitive. You can tell me if I'm doing too much. Let me know in the comments and call in 702-221-7283. I never understood that. Charmaine says, oh, I ain't gonna be around if they do that to me. And I agree. You're not going to use me as a backup. I tell anyone and everyone I date this all the time. You can be my everything, but you will never be my only thing. I need an outlet outside of my bae, and that is my friends, my best friends, and my family. I can't only have you, and I wouldn't stop other relationships for my partner either, unless that relationship was no longer positively benefiting me, period. If it wasn't benefiting me, I'm not going to end that relationship. I mean, I don't know. Tell me if y'all agree or not, because I think it's dumb. I think it's dumb. Kara says, I just had this conversation 2 nights ago. I agree. And you know what? We have a caller on the line right now. We have Edward from San Antonio, Texas. Edward, I want to talk to you about this specific topic. How do you feel? Do you feel like I'm being sensitive? Do you feel like if you get a significant other and stop being my friend, I should be in my feelings, or should I just wait until you're ready to be my friend again? What's your thoughts? I think we're trying to we're getting one line right now. Let's see.
Hello.
Hey, is it Edward?
Hello. Hey, can you hear me? Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Edward, how are you?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Hey, let's get back to the topic. Like, personally, I think like sometimes you gotta lose a finger to save the hand, dude.
Ooh. Oh.
Which one's that?
Okay, Edward.
You gotta do that, man. Sometimes you gotta cut ties with toxic people and be like, hey, you know what? You can help people, you can be there for them, but if they're not for you and they're not having your back and they're not the ride or die, maybe they need to kick rocks, man.
Ooh, Edward. You are preaching. I was not ready for that.
Little real talk right now, right?
Okay. Listen, this is Edward's time right now. You need to lose a finger to save a hand. Wow.
You know, I was thinking about that, Jamie. Like, you know, I come from a small town where I knew some people, but I came back, and you know, just because we were cool back then doesn't mean we're cool today. And if you're not doing the same thing, if you're doing the same thing over and over, like drugs and messing around, I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be around people that ain't pushing themselves or doing well. And you know what? You got to go, man.
Listen,
Seriously.
Edward, I completely agree. So, as you know, I'm expanding the Jaime Dee show to Chicago, Illinois, and I'm here right now. I was born and raised in Chicago, and it's so funny. When I posted this on my Instagram, so many people from my past were like, oh my God, you're back in town. Oh my God, I can't wait to see you. Oh my God, I can't wait to hang out with you. I have not talked to you since 2012. I left Chicago in 2012 after I graduated high school. What makes you think 11 years later, we are still cool?
Yeah.
I haven't heard from you.
I think you're the same person 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago.
Exactly.
Let me tell you this. A rock on the moon.
The people, I can't talk about everybody because I can never make a definite statement. But most of the people I went to high school with are not the caliber of people I want to be around with. Most of the people I went to high school
with
are
not and act like a fool, dude. I don't want you.
Period. And my thing is, it's not to say that those people aren't good people. It's not to say those people aren't doing great things. They're just not my type of people. Period.
Exactly.
We have grown and all have different experiences. And that's just how I feel. Like, and my thing is, how am I even going to know that you're my type of person? Specifically, if you also have not kept up. I'm sorry. How are you going to know that you're my type of person if you never kept up with me? Like, I've seen your stuff on social media. I'm like, I don't do those type of things that you do. I don't have those interests. But you never kept up with me, reached out to me, talked to me, or anything.
Yeah, where you been at? Where you been at when I was
on my social media?
Yeah. And I like what you said, Jamie, about the followers and like we can all count on our one hand how many real friends we got.
Yep.
Realistically. So that's why I don't buy into the social media thing. Like, oh, I've got subscribers. I've got all these people. Like, people get very narcissistic in themselves. And then I ask myself this question. Okay, so if you're in the middle of the desert or in the middle of somewhere, your car breaks down, your vehicle breaks down, how many of your quote unquote subscribers or friends or people online are actually going to come out there and help you? Realistically. I can call my real friends.
Right. And you know what the funny thing is, I even have people.
Be real for 5 seconds.
Right. You're not wrong. And I agree. I have people who think that just because I'm back home, that means they're going to see me. And I've never understood that. Why do you think you can only talk to me when I'm near you? Because there's a lot of people. My best friends live in Dallas. They live in Miami. They live in other cities. And they have not lived in the same city I've lived in for years. And I keep up with them almost every day. We plan trips to see each other. So for the people out there who think like, okay, because you're not near me, I don't need to keep up with you. That's weird to me. Am I wrong for going that way?
Yeah. You should always be careful about living in a town that puts the state championship title on a water tower. You should always be careful about being in places like that.
Period. Now, Edward, we do have to take a break, but I do want to ask you this question. How do you respond when somebody reaches out to you and never talked to you in forever, thinking that you guys are still friends? How do you realistically respond? Tell me the truth.
Hesitate and question what their reasons are, why, and if maybe they're making amends and apologetic, which is cool. People go through trouble and they're sorry for things they do, but also look at people. Why are you reaching out to me? What is the significant reason right now?
Yep, I agree.
It's not to be paranoid, but just to be like, hey, just to protect yourself.
Yep, I agree. And let me say this real quick too, though. If you're gonna reach out to somebody, state like you said, Edward, state your intentions and be honest. There have been people who I completely forgot about, who I know I didn't go to high school with them, but I just know them, and they're cool, and we just haven't talked, and we have that understanding. Whenever I'm back in town, hit me up. That's the shit we have. And that's fine. But there's other people that you literally don't ever talk to, and they think that we're gonna just be cool the second we talk again. That's not how that works.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you go, Jamie. I'm gonna let you enjoy the show. I'm gonna keep listening.
I appreciate you.
We love you. Peace. All right.
Thank you, Edward. We love you too. Always from San Antonio, Texas. Let me ring that bell. But yes, that's how I feel. Truly. Like, and let me say this, because I always hold myself accountable, so you don't have to. There have been people that I don't ever talk to either, and I'm like, who lives here? And I'm like, oh crap, I forgot this whole person lives here. And I reach out to them, but I'm also very respectful for my reach out. Hey, I know we haven't talked in a long time. Definitely don't want to bother you. I'm in town. I'm trying to figure out what there is to do. Do you have any recommendations? And that's a 50-50. If they're like, we don't talk, leave me alone, that's fine. That's fine. If they have an attitude when I hit them up, that I get it. I get it because I've been in that space. But there are also other people who are like, no, I see your intentions. Yeah, we really don't talk like that. And that's fine. Welcome to the city. Here's the information. But there's the other tip though. When people come to your city, I hate this. And they're like, oh, I'm in your city. Okay, have fun. Like, you're in my city. We don't talk. You don't care about me. You don't want to see me. You only want to use me. Like, just state your intentions. Don't be like, I'm in your city acting like we cool and we gonna hang out just to get recommendations. That's why I always hit people up on a respectful tip. Like, hey, I know we haven't talked in a while, and if you're open to let me know what's going on, I'd really appreciate it. Hey, do you know what's going on? Or for example, I know I met somebody on Instagram. We've been following each other for a while, and we like each other's content here and there. But we never talked. And I hit them up and I actually got to know them a little bit. And I said, hey, I'm going to visit this city. Do you know where I can find A, B, and C? Some people have been receptive. Some people have been rude. And it's just how the game works. But then again, don't just hit somebody up thinking that you're automatically cool. That's where the irritation comes from. I don't know. Let me know if you guys agree or disagree. Calling at 702-221-7283. Again, 702-221-7283. And continue to comment on the Instagram and on the YouTube. I will acknowledge your comments. We are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, I'm going to tell you guys why this topic came about. Is it okay to end a friendship? And if so, how should you do it? Stick around. This is the Jaime Dee Show live in Vegas and Chicago. Don't go anywhere.
Best short track drivers in the world will race for a record-breaking purse in the 2023 Open Wheel Showdown, December 1st and 2nd at the Bull Ring at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. The fastest cars to ever compete at the Bull Ring battle with 3 different divisions of open wheel excitement. Racing families from the worlds of NASCAR and IndyCar bring their brightest young talents to race against some of the all-time greats. Heat racing action on Friday night. Feature events hit the track Saturday, including the 100-lap, $50,000 to win Open Wheel Showdown main event.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST in Las Vegas, Nevada, and now 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. CST in Chicago, Illinois. Yes, I'm back in my hometown, expanding the Jaime Dee Show and expanding KSHP. Oh yeah, welcome. If you guys are just not tuning in, I went over some daily news and now we're having a conversation on, is it okay to end a friendship? And if so, how should you end a friendship? Now, I'm always about acknowledging the comments on social media. And Charmaine says, I'm not contradicting myself because you're showing that you're human and you make mistakes too. And I agree. If you were listening to the last segment, I said, I don't like when people hit me up like everything's cool, especially if we didn't resolve an issue or I haven't talked to you in forever, or you're very inconsistent in our friendship. But there's also other people who we have an understanding, hit me up when you're in town, and that's how we're going to operate. And that's fine, because guess what? There are people who are put into places for a reason, right? You're my going out friend. You're my when I'm in your city friend. You're my sneaky leak friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's okay. And that's fine. But to have people as placeholders without their consent and without them knowing, that's when there's a mess up. That's when that's wrong. When there's no communication, there's no consent, there's no actual agreement. And then if you are like somebody who was like, okay, cool, don't hit me up when you just need something, but you do it sometimes with the people, make sure if you're going to do that, be respectful. And that's my biggest issue. I'm never upset with anybody who hits me up and they're respectful. If we don't talk and you know that I live in Vegas or you know that I live in Chicago, and we don't talk, but you follow me on social media and you want some answers, that's fine. That's fine. We haven't talked in a while. As long as we're cool, as long as either we haven't talked in a while, but we're still cool, or I don't know you and you're being respectful, that's fine. But it's the people that hit you up acting like everything's cool when y'all didn't resolve an issue or y'all didn't know you, and it comes off as very give me. I just want this because I know that you're lit and I want to use you. I'm not cool with that. Don't use me for my resources. Don't use me for my knowledge. Be respectful. Now, I want to also acknowledge some other comments on YouTube because Gina Chandler did say some friendships are just for a reason and a season. When you realize the purpose of any relationship or friendship has been met, it's okay to let it go. Ms. Dupart says, especially one-sided friendships where people want and they're not going to give. I completely agree. Everyone's saying, yes, Edward, ring that bell for Edward. All right, so either, again, something crazy has to happen for me to end a friendship, or that friend would have to not be feeding into me like I want them to. And I'm cool on that, because if you're not going to feed into me, I don't need you. For example, you know what? Let me get into this before I tell you my example of my friendship, because I want to tell you guys why this story came up. Because I'm getting into this situation, and I titled this on Instagram, "She Stole My Man." And I know a lot of people are waiting to figure out who stole whose man. So listen, this came up because this girl on TikTok had a story about why she decided to stop being this girl's friend due to her boyfriend. I want you all to listen to this story because not only did the girl tell it all, but the bad friend in question responded. Take a listen to this situation and let's discuss, is it okay to end a friendship? And if that girl was in the right or wrong for ending hers? Pay attention. I think we're getting the sound up right now. But listen, this story had me shocked, flabbergasted. I was like,
oh, the ridiculous things that this girl that claimed to be a girl's girl has done to me. For context, I've never ever in my life had to cut out a person cold turkey, and I've never had to go through a friendship breakup because genuinely I feel like I only open up to the people that deserve my time, and I end up loving them for a lifetime, hopefully. But this girl was just an exception. I am going to try my best to talk through all of this without freaking raging. The first one is not that bad, I guess, compared to the other things that she's done. But the day that she met my boyfriend, or like a couple days into it, she added him to her close friend story and just started posting the random TMIs on her stories, like a attention trap. Not even a thirst trap, it's like attention trap. And this was before my boyfriend and I started dating, but like everyone knew that we were into each other. This one kind of goes with the first one. She borrowed my boyfriend's hoodie when we're all over at his house because she was cold. And then she took the hoodie home, which is fine, girl. Like, be warm, stay warm, don't get cold. But she continues to wear that hoodie for the next 2 weeks and posts all about it on social media. A picture of her in his hoodie, which is, again, I can let it pass, whatever. Starts to randomly show her love for the brand that my boyfriend likes. Never heard this girl brag about how much she likes this brand before. Never. Until she met my boyfriend. Spending hours getting ready to see him, calling up my other friend and telling her that she thinks he's cute and that she could see herself getting along with him while we were already dating. Getting him the sandwich that he mentioned he likes, and then volunteering to wake up early so that she can hand the sandwich to him so that he can take it to work. I'm kind of surprised right now because now that I'm talking about this months after it actually happened, so that he can take it to work. I'm kind of surprised right now because now that I'm talking about this months after it actually happened, I find this hilarious. I'm not even raging anymore. I just think it's kind of funny how hard this girl is trying. Honestly, I don't blame you, girl. My boyfriend is cute. Just hope you can find a new man to buy sandwiches for every morning. Goodbye, and I wish you the best.
That was the girl. Now we're gonna play the girl that was the friend who broke up with the other friend. Now this is the bad friend in question. Play those audio clips.
So that he can take. Let me just clear up some misconceptions that people are having online about me. So I don't know if you saw the video yet, but there is a video about a girl talking about why she ghosted a friend and the reasons behind that. And I am that friend that's been ghosted. And it's just so baffling to me that I had to find out this way when I have reached out so many times, desperately asking you what was wrong. The points that were made in this video, 3 points that I remember. Close friends, let's start with that. She's saying that I was trying to get at her boyfriend, whatever, because I added him on my close friends. First of all, close friends don't mean a lot to me. And it was not only him that I added, it was everyone that I met that night. We met at a club together on my birthday, and she whispered to me thinking that there was a guy over there that she thought was cute. As her best friend, I'm going to play Cupid. I went to him and I was like, hey, my friend thinks you're cute. You guys should chat it up. They chatted it up. Ended up going well. So we went back to his apartment with him and his friends and me and my friends. So we all kind of became like just comfortable with each other. And obviously, if I'm comfortable with you, I'm just going to add you to my close friends. It's really not a big deal. The attention traps, I don't know what she was referring to, because if it was attention traps, like why would she also be on the close friends? If I just wanted that to be an attention trap, I would only add guys I'm trying to get at. I don't know, but I post thirst trap on my public story so that everyone can see that. The hoodie. I'm just notorious for not giving back hoodies, and I am sorry. I just took longer to give this one back because it was really cute. It's not because it was his hoodie and like I wanted to keep it longer and like I just wanted to feel cozy up in his hoodie. It was literally because it was cute. The sandwich is like the most iconic part of this story. You and I both know, babes, that sandwich was an expression of my gratitude for mounting my TV. Oh, and at this time, like we were living together too. Me and this girl, we were living together. We were roommates. So they were together. Us three were together in my room, mounting the TV and like making jokes and making fun. And then like I really wanted my TV mounted, and he did it. So I was like, oh my god, like I'm so thankful. Let me show my gratitude in some way other than just being like, thank you. So I picked up a sandwich after work at a bakery that's right next to my work, and I put it in the fridge. And I was like, okay, perfect. We have a sandwich secured for you. Come pick it up before work tomorrow so you can eat it before it spoils. Because why the fuck would I get you a sandwich and have it spoil, you know? She came with him to pick it up. I handed her the sandwich. If I really cared about like me getting him the sandwich because it was like for him, I would have wanted to hand it to him, but I didn't care. It was just a form of expression.
Y'all, let me tell y'all, she lying. At first, when I heard this, I'm like, ooh, this is spicy. But she is lying, and she was gaslighting the hell out of everybody. Because if you didn't see this post, you would scroll over to see the next post, and she's holding up the sweater saying, cute sweater. It was a plain black Nike sweater with a Nike white check. Girl, that basic sweater. See, I would end that friendship. And it's okay to end friendship by ghosting them. You don't need no explanation from me, sweetie. All right, y'all. This is the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST in Las Vegas, Nevada, and now 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. CST in Chicago, Illinois. If you want to promote your business, products, or services, hit me up at info@jamiedee.com. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace out. What's up, everybody? You were just tuned into the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. If you aren't in the Las Vegas area, you can catch my show live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. That's TheJaimeDeeshow. If you want to advertise your business on my show, email us at info@jamiedee.com. Thank you for support. See you tomorrow.
Zen World
Hey. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. And now, live from 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. CST. Oh, yeah, I'm going to tell y'all why I said that. Stick around so I can announce some news for y'all. All right. Hey, it is Monday. Welcome into a new week. Super happy to have you guys here. I know it is a lot going on in the world. It's a lot going on in your own personal space, but we're here on the Jaime Dee Show to give y'all daily news, some social topics to talk about, and to give you me, Jaime Dee. All right, so I know you guys like for me to go over what I did over the weekend. So I got you. I am live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show, and now live on Instagram at It's Jaime Dee. That's ITSJAIMEDEE. So if you want to see some behind the scenes and see how my shirt looks, go ahead and pop on over. But remember, you are more than welcome to comment live on the YouTube. I will acknowledge your comments. And if you ever want to call in at 702-221-7283 to get on a live morning radio show. What's up, Heather? I see you tuning in all the way from Las Vegas, Nevada. I see we have Kara tuning in all the way from Arizona. It's an absolute pleasure to have people from all over the world tuning into the Jaime Dee Show. Yes. All right, let's get into my weekend. So if you're watching me live on air right now, then you're going to get this special announcement. If you're not watching me live on air, then you aren't just hearing this. But I'm in Chicago, Illinois. Woo! Yes, I can finally let y'all know I am in Chicago, Illinois. I am extending the Jaime Dee Show, which is a live morning radio show, and extending the brand. And I'm also getting a new territory. Yes. What does that mean? That means the Jaime Dee Show is on the road, and that means the Jaime Dee Show has another home. Live in Chicago, Illinois, and now live in Las Vegas, Nevada as well. Love to see it. I'm in 2 different time zones. Oh, I'm going up. So my weekend was pretty hectic. I had to pack my bags to get to Chicago, Illinois. And look, I'm going to tell y'all the truth. This Monday, when I found out that I was going to Chicago, Illinois, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting a second home. My live morning radio show is going to be expanding. I'm super excited, right? So I was looking online to get a ticket. Tickets for a one-way flight to Chicago was like $130. I'm like, oh, I got a friend. Buddy pass it is. Why would I go and spend money, even though it's $130, when I could just get a buddy pass? So here I am asking for a buddy pass. My friend gave me a buddy pass. I've used it before. Everything has always been fine when I've used buddy passes. I'm like, I'm gonna save some money. You know, when you move it costs a lot to move. So I don't care if I did have it. I'm gonna save these coins. So Saturday morning at 12:30 a.m. is when my flight left to come to Chicago, Illinois. And I'm like, ooh, I'm super excited because I get to get out. I get to have some fun. There's a lot of things happening in Chicago this past weekend. I'm excited to get in town. Why was it that when I got to the airport, everybody and their mama was at the airport? What's up, Brittany? Hey, what's up, Delilah? Good to have you guys on my live morning radio show. I was over it. I have never seen so many people at the airport at one time, all getting on the flight they actually paid for. Seriously, I don't know about y'all, but there's always some seats missing. I don't know why my experiences may be different than all other people's experiences, but I have been on flights that have never always been fully booked. And I get it. People are like, well, it's Thanksgiving weekend. It's Saturday at 12:30 a.m. Where are y'all going at Saturday at 12:30 a.m.? Thanksgiving was Thursday. Was it Thursday or was it Wednesday? It was Thursday. People are like, oh, they're going home. Why would you leave Vegas at 12:30 a.m. on a Saturday? That's when you want to be in Vegas. It's lit on the weekends. Why y'all leaving when it's lit? See, Brittany was like, no, for real, TSA was backed up. Exactly. Hey, I see everybody live on the air right now. I mean, we got Delilah, Ella, we got the gay dating coach, we got Brittany, we got Elle, we got Classy Frenchie. It's a pleasure to have you guys here. Yes. So I'm like, oh crap, I may not be able to get on this flight. So I go to the front desk agent, and I'm like trying to make friends with her. She's irritated. She has a huge attitude because apparently she's like, I'm not supposed to be working right now. I'm way over my shift. I'm working overtime, whatever. So I'm, chatting it up with her, keeping it going. Like, girl, I don't care. I just want to get on this flight. So I make friends with her. I'm like, okay, cool. Everything's great. I'm gonna get on this flight. She's like, let me go ahead and put you on the flight and put you on the exit row. I'm like, okay, cool. So then she picks her head up and she was like, actually, I'm not gonna do that. I don't really work this next upcoming flight, and I don't want to step on the next gate agent's toes. I'm sitting here just like, I almost said a word. I forgot that this is a live morning radio show, y'all. I am live on air. I almost want to curse her out. So I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna keep my cool. She's like, yeah, it's kind of a lot of people on this flight, and I think there's like 10 people on standby. I thought that when you're on standby, it's first come, first serve. I'm not a flight attendant. That's not my ministry. I'm just thinking, as long as I get there 2 hours ahead of time, I'm getting on this flight. So then the next lady comes, and she comes like probably 15, 20 minutes late. So the girl who was working overtime is freaking the hell out. So I'm like, how do I figure this out to where I can get cool with her and a new girl who came in? So I'm already cool with this first girl. So I'm like, hey, can you let her know that like we cool to get me on this flight? She's like, all right, I got you. I'll make sure she gets you on the flight. Don't worry about it. So she connects with the new girl. I'm like, perfect. The new girl tells me, don't go nowhere. I'm gonna make sure you get on this flight. Stay right there. I'm like, okay, cool. Everything's gonna be fine. So she's boarding everybody. I'm low-key having an anxiety attack because I'm sitting here just like, there are so many people here today. And this flight really is oversold. Like, am I gonna get on this flight? So she boards everybody. When I say everybody, she boarded everybody. So then I walk up to her after the last person comes up, gets on the plane. And I'm like, hey, I just want to check in. She's like, yeah, I got you. I know you're on standby. I'm going to take care of you right now. So she's like, give me your ticket. I'm like, okay, cool. She's like, I'm going to put you on a flight right now. She puts her head down to put me on the flight and then picks her head up and goes, actually, wait, there's only 2 seats left and I got to go by priority. I was like, bitch. Not you just sat here and told me everything's cool. You gave me your word and now you taking your word away. When I tell you I wanted to sumo kick her so bad, I was so upset. So then, again, mind you, I was there 2 hours early. I was the first person on standby to make sure I was there. So there was these 3 group of white women who came up. I mean, they walked in 4 minutes before boarding started. And I'm like, okay, they're definitely going to get on because they came way too late. Why is it that she pointed to those 3 women and she was like, hey, y'all, can y'all come here real quick? They're like, yeah, turn up. We're about to get on this flight. And she was like, y'all can't all get on the flight. It's only 2. Out of those 3 girls, it was one of those girls' birthday. And she was like, oh, we're going to celebrate my birthday in Chicago, but I have other flight benefits with other airlines. I'm going to just get on the flight tomorrow. And so she pointed to the other 2 girls. She was like, well, if y'all want to go, y'all can go. I mean, it's my birthday. I'll just come tomorrow. Why these 2 girls? First of all, why they get on the flight? I'm so upset. But not only did they get on the flight, they left the girl whose birthday it was. I'm sitting here just like, I looked at that girl like, those your friends? That's who you want to claim? How is it your birthday? And you don't even get in the flight, but they get on the flight for your birthday. Hey, listen, y'all know closed mouths don't get fed. And I am not one to shy away from saying or asking anything. So I looked at them. I was like, y'all really want to get on this flight? I really have a family to go see. Can I just get on this? Like, y'all can stay with y'all friend. They dead ignored me. They looked at me, rolled their eyes, and turned back and looked at each other. I was like, damn. Yes, I was so upset. So then she was like, okay, yeah, they got to go ahead of you. The front desk agent, I'm sorry, they got to go ahead of you. You can't get on this flight. When I tell you the way my blood started boiling, I'm sitting here just like, girl, why would you do all like you? She knew from the jump that I wasn't gonna get on that flight. She knew from the jump, but she had me sit there and wait. And my thing was there was another flight I could have got on and paid for. So I ended up thinking I'm about to save $130 being cheap and had to spend $500 to get on the next flight out. When I tell you I was pissed, I was like, I was pissed. I was so mad. Those girls could have got on the next flight and they left their homegirl whose birthday it was. And I had to pay $500. That's what I get for being cheap. And then after that, I got here safely to Chicago, Illinois. I partied, met some people, had a great weekend. That's my weekend. All right, y'all. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get into some daily news on the Jaime Dee Show. This is a real live morning radio show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show, a real live radio show live from Las Vegas, Nevada, and now Chicago, Illinois. Woo! All right, y'all, stick around. I'll be right back.
Hello, everyone. It's Shy from Nursey Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa. We're located right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Address 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220. We're located in the Summerlin area. Be sure to check us out. We are running specials on all services. That's right, 10% off all services the month of October, whatever you choose, regardless if it's a facial injectable treatment, body injectable treatment, wellness service such as IV hydration, weight loss therapy, or even skincare and getting a facial. You get 10% off all services this month. Be sure to mention the Jaime Dee Show and get an additional 15% off your next facial service. Make sure to give us a call at 725-205-1147. We hope to hear from everyone soon. And don't forget, our special deals in 10/31/23.
Welcome to Hash House A Go-Go, where we've been serving farm food and crafted cocktails for over 2 decades. Visit us for the full Hash House experience at any of our 5 Las Vegas locations. Hash House A Go-Go is where old school meets new and gets twisted. We bring people together over good food and fun. Come in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and come hungry because our portions are huge. Visit us online to see our entire menu at hashhouseagogo.com. Hash House A Go-Go. It's a Midwest thing, and there's nothing else like it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. in Las Vegas, Nevada, and 12 p.m. until 1 p.m. in Chicago, Illinois. Yeah. And live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. Y'all, I'm expanding. I'm in 2 cities. Woo! The Jaime Dee Show is on the road, y'all. You never know where I may pop up. Yes. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Actually, before I get into some daily news, we got a caller. And I want to let this caller come through. We got Edward on the line. Edward, what's up? Hold on, we're getting Edward on the line. Let me see if we can hear him. What's up, Edward? How are you? I think that the actual phone link may be gone, but okay, we're gonna move on. So let's get into this daily news. As written by the Neighborhood Talk, Diddy is facing another sexual assault lawsuit. According to a report by Rolling Stone, Jane Doe plaintiff alleges Combs and singer-songwriter Aaron Hall took turns raping her and a friend after an event at Uptown Records in the early 1990s. Jane Doe alleges she and her friend met Diddy and Hall at an event hosted by MCA Records, the distributor of Uptown Records, at the company's offices in New York. Combs and Hall were very flirtatious and handsy with Jane Doe and her friend, offering them drinks throughout the night. The filing reads, quote, while at Hall's apartment, Jane Doe was offered more drinks and was coerced into having sex with Combs, and quote, the filing claims, quote, after Combs finished doing his business, Jane Doe laid in bed, shocked and traumatized. As she was in the process of getting dressed, Hall barged into the room, pinned her down, and forced Jane Doe to have sex with him, end quote. The plaintiff alleges that the next day, Diddy choked her until she fainted in an effort to scare her from telling anyone what happened. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on in the news right now, and the comments are just absolutely wild. There are a lot of people saying, like, I believe all the victims, and there's other people saying, well, this is just a cash grab. You know, everyone always wants to come for the black man. We're ruining the black man, and cancel culture is a disease, and we need to start believing more of these celebrities. I'm gonna tell y'all this. Victim shaming is some of the worst things you could do. Let me know if you guys agree on the Instagram, or let me know if you guys agree on the YouTube right now. And yes, just like Delilah said, Jaime Dee is going to be worldwide. I receive, accept, and claim that. Yes. And thank you, Mike. But yes, let me know. Do you believe that victim shaming is one of the worst things you could do? My thing is, while there are people out there who are evil, disgusting, and they are trying to just get cash quick. I mean, we saw what happened with Cassie. She sued Diddy in civil court, not criminal court. There's a huge difference. They were in civil court. A lot of people think this was a criminal charge. This was not a criminal charge. This was a civil charge. And Diddy and Cassie settled the next day. So I personally believe everything that Cassie said was true. I believe it. I'm not a victim shamer. Until you tell me the victim is lying, or the victim gives me a reason to believe that they're lying, I will believe the victim, especially a Black woman. I don't know how y'all feel, but hashtag believe Black women. Let me know if y'all agree. Hashtag believe Black women. Now, I do know that instance can make women either one, be like, I'm a victim and I want some money too. Let me hop on this train. Whether they actually want to receive justice or not, that does not take away from the fact that they are a victim. That does not take away from the fact that those things actually happened. That does not take away from the fact that Diddy did harm these people. Now, there's another side where it's like, some people may be like, I'm going to lie just to get Diddy to give me some money, just so I can get in the news or whatever. And I understand those people are making it hard for victims. Those people are ruining it for victims. But if I was harmed and I know I can get some money off of it, I may have been scared these past 23 years, but now I know, she just got justice. She got a payout. I want justice and I want a payout. What do you think? I mean, I don't know. What do you think? I personally think that that's fine. Now, I think we have Delilah on the line right now, and I want to bring Delilah on because let's talk about this, Delilah. Delilah, how do you feel about this Diddy situation? Are you with victim shaming? Do you think these girls are trying to get a cash grab? What do you think about this whole entire situation? Let me know.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, Delilah, can you hear me?
Hey, Jamie. Yes.
Yes. Good to have you on my live morning radio show.
In entertainment, and I see this all the time, and it happens to me. And I'll be mocked. I'm vocal, so I'll go on stage and out my aggressor, and I'll be mocked by the people in the audience and other comedians.
Oh, wow.
Watching Puffy dance after she got that money, I hope he dances after each one of these women take his money.
And
there's going to be so many more. A lot of people started talking trash. Why she settle? Why she settle? Because you have to when it's a powerful man.
Facts.
You have to. What's she going to do?
I'm sorry that
it's not likely.
Right. And I'm sorry that you've had your own experiences and that is horrible. You know, I hope that people can understand that while you are a comedian, there is a lot of truth in your story. And now I want to know how you feel about this, though. Do you believe that it's okay to go after somebody just for the money, even if you're really not seeking justice in your situation?
What's horrible is anyone who ever did it to me ain't got no money. Look, get paid. I hope every victim come out and take the same amount that my sis made. I hope Puffy come back out with some great music because he's so broke. He needs it, and ain't nobody buy it.
Delilah, I don't blame you.
Blessings for everybody.
Delilah, I don't blame you as a victim. I can understand why you have those feelings for sure. Now, what do you?
I don't like victim. I don't like victim. I like survivor. We're survivors. That's what women are. There's a lot of women who survive this shit, get over it. I make jokes about it.
Right.
Because I'm hoping someone else can find it. Try to make something funny is how I heal. I'm not making fun of anybody. I want to put that out there. I don't want to make fun of anybody's pain, anything they went through. People open up to me. Men open up to me. It happens to men in entertainment. And they open up to me. And one has even turned around and touched me inappropriately because he felt so weak in that moment.
Oh, wow. I'm so sorry to hear that.
And the only thing I can do is forgive because me being angry about it. And like I said, he's broke. I ain't gonna get nothing from it.
Not he broke.
But nobody should look down on my sis for taking what was offered because now her future is secured. Her children's future is secured where they don't have to think that a man is going to save them.
Period. Listen,
these women are like, okay, if I get with him, my career is going to take off.
Listen, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Well, Delilah, we are going to go to a quick break. But before we let you off, I want to ask you this. What advice do you have for women who are survivors of these situations?
Don't let this stop you. Don't look at yourself as a victim. You're a survivor and you're stronger for it.
Yes.
You will always be stronger for it.
Yes. Ring that bell. I love that, Delilah. Before we go,
I love you, Jamie.
I love you too. Let everybody know how they can follow you on social media, Delilah.
I'm at Corseted Comedian, CORSETED Comedian on everything. You follow me on Instagram, you'll follow my everything. And ladies, keep standing up for yourself. Gentlemen, stand up for yourself.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much,
Men,
Delilah.
talk about it. Thank you for having me, Jaime Dee Worldwide, baby.
Woo! Thank you so much.
Have a good day, baby. I'll keep watching.
I appreciate you. Let's get into this next news article because this also corresponds with what happened. One of the hosts of the Revolt's podcast program, quote, Moments to Me, end quote, which celebrates every facet of Black women in the world that attempts to ignore or destroy them, is Dawn Montgomery. This protected space is populated exclusively by Black women who engage in meaningful dialogue. Dawn went on to explain via Twitter that as a survivor of sexual assault, she cannot be a part of a program whose purpose is to empower Black women while Diddy is the company's leader. Overall, Dawn is appreciative of the opportunity to collaborate with her co-host, Akila, and contribute to the program. She felt more comfortable sharing her story and establishing a connection with the audience of the program. She explained that her decision to depart was not difficult. Throughout her professional career, she has emphasized the importance of being conscientious of her work ethic and the allocation of her time and energy. She also believes that the silence of Revolt's leadership on this matter speaks volumes. And despite the fact that this podcast experience has been a blessing, she is finished. I don't blame you. I am 100% for people who stand up for what's right. I know a lot of people see other people's downfall as their come up. For example, when Jonathan Majors lost his role in some of the Marvel movies, I saw a lot of people in the comments like, ooh, well, hire me. It's my turn. Ooh, now I can have Jonathan Majors spot. And it's like, we don't even know what they said Jonathan Major did is true or not. Let that come to light. And it came to light that it wasn't true. However, in Diddy's situation, apparently the evidence says it's true. Apparently the quick settlement says it's true. However, Diddy did go online. Well, not Diddy, but his attorney did go online and let everybody know that a quick settlement does not mean that he is admitting any fault. It does not mean that he's admitting that he did those things. Him settling quick is just to get out of the media and just to solve the issue as fast as possible. But it is not him admitting that he did what he did. Oh no, a hit dog will holler. It's really hard sharing news on people that you look up to and people that you want to work with. And I am definitely an individual who believes that you cannot remove the artist from their artistry. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I personally believe that you cannot remove the artist from their artistry. Also, shout out to Kayla Thomas. She's over at Kiss FM in Los Angeles. Ooh, my friend Kayla, I appreciate you. She says, "Congrats, Jamie." Appreciate your congratulations, and also congratulations to you, Kayla. You out there in Los Angeles doing your darn thing on Kiss. Love to hear it. All right, y'all. We're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna have a conversation on: is it smart to move out of your hometown? Should you? Should you not? Why you should move out of your hometown? That is the topic of discussion. Stick around. I want y'all to call in. We had Delilah call in, and I appreciate you for calling in. Thank you. You're always more than welcome to call in at 702-221-7283. Again, 702-221-7283. Or continue to comment live on the YouTube or Instagram, and I will acknowledge your comments. All right, stick around. This is the Jaime Dee Show, live in Las Vegas and now live in Chicago, Illinois. Woo! I'll be back.
Hello, everyone. It's Shy from Nursing Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa. We're located right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Address 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220. We're located in the Summerlin area. Be sure to check us out. We are running specials on all services. That's right, 10% off all services the month of October, whatever you choose, regardless if it's a facial injectable treatment, body injectable treatment, wellness service such as IV hydration, weight loss therapy, or even skincare and getting a facial. You get 10% off all services this month. Be sure to mention the Jaime Dee Show and get an additional 15% off your next facial service. Make sure to give us a call at 725-205-1147. We hope to hear from everyone soon. And don't forget, our special deals in 10/31/23.
This holiday season, Black Bear Diner is offering a limited menu with feature holiday specials and family meals. On Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day, guests can enjoy a full 3-course holiday dinner, including 8-ounce home-style roasted turkey, 8-ounce old-fashioned smoked ham, and 10-ounce slow-roasted prime rib. All 3-course holiday specials come with a cup of soup for salad, cornbread muffin, mashed potatoes.
Allow 2 touchdowns in like 2 minutes and 40 seconds. In your mind, does that erase Miami from being legitimate Super Bowl contenders, or was this just a blip on the radar?
I mean, they're missing